Hi, my name's Annie and I'm a dog trainer. I'm here with Everypaw today to share with you some of my favourite dog training tips and tricks. I'm going to share with you my 3 top tricks to stop your dog from pulling on the lead and instead have them calmly walking by your side. My first tip is to make sure you choose an appropriate environment. For example, an empty field or a quiet car park will work great. My second tip is to do lots and lots of turning. Mark and reward any time your dog is in the correct position and ideally when they're giving you eye contact too. So I'm going to lure Olive into the heel position to start. Good girl. And then I'm going to pop some food to her nose and encourage her to walk with me. Heel. Good. And then I'm just going to do lots of turns to slow her down and use my voice to encourage her to look up at me. Olive. Yes. Good girl. And whenever I get eye contact, I'm going to mark yes and then I'm going to feed. Good girlie. Tip number 3, be patient. Remember that loose lead walking can take tons of practice for you and your dog. The world is full of new and exciting smells for a young dog to get used to. Are you struggling to toilet train your puppy? I'm going to share with you my top tricks to help you achieve a mess-free home in no time. Remember that your young puppy doesn't yet have full bladder control. Try and take them out every single hour, and if you do catch them going to the toilet in the right place, mark and reward them. If your puppy doesn't go to the toilet, then aim to take them out again within about 20 minutes. Try to remember to never tell your dog off for going to the toilet indoors. Remember, they don't know what to do yet, and telling them off will only make it more likely that they'll then hide from you in the future when they need the toilet. Very clever. Good girlie. Finally, dogs are creatures of habit, and if we start tracking their toilet routine by keeping a bit of a diary, we'll make it more likely that in future we'll catch them in time. With summer fast approaching, having a dog that can settle anywhere with you is key to enjoying time outside together. In order to start training your settle cue, find a mat that you can take out and about with you and reward your dog frequently for going onto it. If they need some encouragement, then lure them onto the mat and reward them when they've put a paw on it. Good girlie. Ready? On your bed. Good girl. Let's shut. As your dog is starting to understand that settle equals food, you can add in more time between treats and you can also start to add in some distractions. Good girl. Well done. Good. Good stay. Good. Yes. As your dog starts nailing this training, you can try busier areas and asking them to settle in places such as cafes and restaurants. The most important cue you can teach your dog to ensure their safety is recall. To start your recall training, make sure you have your dog's absolute favourite treats and toys with you. Experiment with both and see which gets your dog more excited. Whichever one that is, that's what you're going to use for your recall training. Olive! Come on in! Good girlie. Oh, good girl. She knew what she wanted there. Start by moving away from your dog with their favourite treat or toy and encouraging them towards you. When they start running towards you, use your cue, Fido come, and then reward them when they get to you. Olive! Yes! 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 I'm just going to keep moving away from her. Yes! And encouraging her towards me. Yes! To really jackpot her for that recall. Good job! Top tip, in order to supercharge your recall, from time to time try jackpotting your dog by giving them multiple reinforcers for the same behaviour. This makes them believe at any time they might get multiple treats or they might get to play with their toy for a longer amount of time. Olive! In order to get training off to a positive start when you bring your new puppy home, here are the 3 things that I always teach first. 1. Start by teaching your puppy their name. Simply say their name and then offer them something that they like afterwards, such as treats or their favourite toy. You'll know that your puppy knows their name when you can say it and they turn their head round to look at you. Olive! Good girl. The second behaviour to teach your dog is a sit. You can do this by luring them into the correct position by popping some food onto their nose and then pulling the treat up and back. The third cue you can start to teach your puppy is a stay. The key here is to back away from your dog, but then always come back to where you put them to give them the reward. Try not to recall them towards you at the end of the behaviour. If you like this video, follow Everypaw for more tips and tricks.